I don't really get a chance to go here, but this is the jackpot of garbage collecting, I would say. I think this is a really popular area, and as far as garbage is concerned, this is a good place to experiment. So here, my experiment is this that I've been kind of observing. I've been observing that, and it's a hypothesis, that if a place like this, like you can see here, is so polluted, you see garbage every 10 inches almost. Good boy. Then my hypothesis, if you... What's up? What's that? Mister. Good boy.
Becoming aligned with the timeline of the forest, it felt like another dimension, and the portal to this dimension was somewhere in the forest. I felt it deep inside. I just didn't know how much yet. At first, it was the eagle soaring above me. As I returned to the forest one day, an eagle flew over me. He flew a circle and then screeched. As I looked up at the eagle, I thought to myself, I wonder if he noticed all of my hard work. I wondered and wondered, and then it made sense. His screech felt like a sign of approval from a stern boss. That day was so memorable. I wondered what the eagle was thinking. The essence of taking myself into the eagle's perspective. I became eagle. For a moment, soaring above the trees, seeing everything. That was the beginning of the unraveling of the programming. The eagle's words taught me to listen to this hum. I started hearing other birds as well. All of the other coincidence or a universal truth beyond yet my perception. The unraveling began. Now, more aware of my surroundings, the next creature that spoke to me was an ibis bird. The ibis is a forager. Similarly to me, they rumble through the ground. I guess after seeing me for weeks, they began to accept me as one of their own. In essence, I became an ibis bird. One day, as I was picking up trash, I noticed a group of white ibis. One of the ibis looked at me and with his long beak pointed at a dirty estuary. And as he pointed, he seemed to look at me again and whelped out a squawk. Since I was already tuned into this frequency of the forest, I heard him say words. Not in English, but in some otherworldly language. A kind of subtle and quiet communication through an untapped intelligence we still carry. As I began to be better in tune with the forest, I began to feel the words the ibis had conveyed. Through the vibration, he said, "Look there, human. That's nasty. Clean it up, please." It was some kind of telepathic communication, as if I tapped into some vibration of the forest. And through empathy, assessed the minds and thoughts of the ibis bird. Empathy became the portal to this communication channel. I feel that I was being taught an ancient wisdom, forgotten by humanity, but present in the forest, just needing to access it to be reminded of its magical presence. Time has stopped for me. I began to see meaning in humming, in vibrations, being reintegrated into the network of the forest, as if I had been missing all along. And now I was where I was meant to be. I found it profoundly humbling and yet magical to feel part of nature, reintegrated and reintroduced to the forest creatures. And it is as if the creatures were reminded of me. Not just another car racing by, but as a reminder of deep ancient wisdom for them as well. We were all now bathing in this energy field. We were one with the forest and one with all the universe.
These crabs pulling these garbage in. I think the crabs might be pulling in the garbage. They think it's values or something. That's a big plastic bag. So it looks like all the quadrants are pretty much done in this area. So for today, I think we're good. Next time we'll do all the nitpicking and the fine combing